guys, what's up? I'm kazidelicious, and we're celebrating Parc's 2nd anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Parc!
I love that every time that I tell people that I'm playing at Parc, they go, which Parc? And then I say the one with a C.
What a great place this is. You can meet people, you can shake their fucking hand. Politics, art, roots, and culture. I'm kind of into all of that shit.
The community being able to come together and talk about the issues that nobody wants to talk about.
I am so excited to be asked to be a part of this. This is a great organization.
The fact that they've been here for 2 years helping us organize.
I love the people.
The music and the people.
It's awesome!
I love how people can voice their opinions and I can judge for it. Positive environment for everybody.
Wonderful atmosphere. I love all the books.
I love the venue. I love it. I love them. I love Sergio, Vince, and everybody that's a part of it.
It's awesome. You get to have fun with everyone and listen to awesome music.
I love Parc. I especially love it because Vinny's my son. No, they're doing a great thing over here. Great people, doing some wonderful things.
You gotta include all the cultural events, the music, the poetry. It's all good. It's good for everybody.
Politics, art, music. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to Michigan City.
Days are the same, you keep the sunshine. Saved by the rain, I search but never find. Work but never try. First but better times and further and beyond. The top gets higher, the more that I climb. The spot gets smaller, I get bigger. Trying to get it without getting no room for a brother or a super brother. If you know all brother, all this bullshit is getting strong. So I pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your pocket nigga.
We're super happy to have done this for 2 years. It was a long road to get here. Sergio and I have known each other for a long time. A lot of cities in the United States, like Michigan City, deindustrialized Rust Belt cities that have been destroyed by poverty, racism, sexism, or destruction of the climate. These are the kind of things that we care about. We think that people need a place to hang out. We think that cultural centers and community centers are absolutely vital to having a decent community. You gotta have places where people can come, hang out. We're super happy to have a space where we can showcase local talent, local artists, local musicians, local poets. And we're just happy to be here. I mean, it's been 2 years and we've had a ton of support from the community. I think it's really clear to folks that the country's in a bad place and that our culture is in a bad place. You know, people are isolated, people are depressed, people are anxious, people are dealing with addiction. And I think we need to come together. I think we need more compassion. I think we need more empathy. And I think we need to come together as a community and help each other deal with these problems. And these kind of spaces are indispensable for that. You have to have a place where people in the community can come together, listen to each other, talk to each other, get to know each other, and then work on projects and initiatives that people care about. And it's an honor for us to have this space, and it's been the last 2 years have been an honor for us to, you know, provide this space to people in Michigan City, and people in Michigan City have loved it.
To the pretty girl that attributes her beauty to her face, the width of her thighs, the shade of her eyes, the circumference of her waist. Don't know that what beats in her chest is more impressive than the size of her breast. Reduced herself to flesh and expectations, gets high off the lies and guys' conversation. She is the face of a generation. The outcome of Kim Kardashians dominating TV stations, thought that being what they liked would birth stimulation, but when everyone likes you, but you, it's a numb sensation. Got your temple feeling like slave plantations. See, pretty don't mean free. You turning heads for what you got, not who you be. Because how you feel, they don't want to hear it. They want the whole package, minus the spirit, minus the mind, minus the voice. And you welcome their advances, co-signing the choice. Don't know the difference between a compliment and an insult. Any type of attention your interest is caught, sold yourself short because you already bought. Exchanged for loose change, verbal pennies and dimes. He ain't got to know your name, just call you fine, and you elect him idol. Get lost in his words like he's speaking the Bible, be whatever he wants, and it's all for a title. Pretty girl, so proud of your exterior, but picture likes on Facebook don't make you superior when the potential that you see in you is smaller than bacteria. Microscopic self-esteem, trying to flip pacification into validation is like wrestling with steam. You will never be the dream that someone else imagines. You want to be happy without loving yourself. It'll never happen. Pounding on eyeshadow and foundation for a perfect complexion, just to stare into mirrors but can't see your reflection. Make up will never make up for what the personality lacks. It covers the flaws, but don't hide the cracks. The girl you used to be is still intact, buried beneath all of the stiletto heels, push-up bras, and colored contacts. You're just too afraid to want her back because all you've been is pretty for so long, but pretty just strings you along. Time passes like casualty. Pretty is not reality because in actuality your beauty is on life support. Life is short. Open your eyes, pretty girl, and breathe. Thank you.
Smoke and mirrors, my reflections are hoopers. Hooligans, hoolers, and nations and humans. Who's to say we clueless? Cuticle see through with cubicles or Rubik's Cube is how I view with pepper spray the pray and pray that all is potent. Police pack a punch, my pack is passing posters, pay the piper, play with fire, paying for foes and compromising those who thought they won't be noticed. Understand I'm just here to save you. From yourself drowning in depths of sin and more complication. No one helps. I know you feeling scared and I know you feeling watch. It's ironic how these brothers taking time to still watching. We sit and watch in amazement. Feel like we're locked in the basement under the circumstances, we still under certain standards. Another dead body in the street, gunshot, found some more lead water in the sink, more cops pull me over why they keep harassing me. Roadblock, tear gas for those that stand for peace, they asking me, why do you do this? It sounds so stupid, this can't be music. Not from Jerry, this can't be Jerry, no really who's this? I'm just another delinquent, a sentence, the symbol, statistic, and simple being. Pressure pushes people past the point of picking something to pill it. Revealed to her that she uses and now she just more rebelling. These brothers killed with no feeling. Another RIP victim, evicted his soul from his body like nobody would miss him. A misconception is depressing how nobody would listen. Unless I'm talking like another victim caught in the system, I sense you have bad intentions. But you don't have my intention. Matter of fact, I'm just another Negro in my division that make it kill by the system, or just an ignorant hitter because I chipped and got a little stain on his Robin Denims. So we just pepper sprayed my face and prayed that all is potent. Wifey packed my lunch, I grab a cup of Folgers, pay the piper, play with fire, paying for posing, compromising those who can't help but be noticed. Smoke and mirrors, my reflections are hookers. Hooligans, hallucinations, and humans. Who's to say we clueless? Cuticle see through it. The only clean part on this earth is the sewer. Thank you.
She told my lights to close the door, but for what we don't want to roll the shit. We were smoking out center streets up, home down, what the motherfuckers now to this rolling down the street, smoking in the door, sipping on gin.
declared. I'm a brute prepared. Who are choosing a lair? I swear you the dumbest man. I salute that you dare. Y'all war with the stars while I'm choosing a lair. There's stoops in the air. I'm the king of the microphone. Great when the light is on. Things know the whitest on. Beat it like a xylophone. Ether is spinal bone. Beast it on white clothes. Reaper when the light is on. Demon of a higher zone. Yeah. When the memes of the mind is on, it's evident that I'm breathing all the fire homes like an arsonist. Carving with the marksmanship of bullseye, targeting a bullseye with the scope the size of binoculars with legular oculars. My ID's in the league of its own. Like Gina Davis with a doctorate from Harvard on scholarship. You can get left on Ginobili with the opposite. Split them like a Dobby rib. Apologize to my Harry Potter audience, and when the dust settles, I'm blowing out the cartridges. Reset the game, bring it back to the start again. Then I hijack it like I'm sparking in a cardigan. Part of the artisans, farther than the farthest been. Parking in the stars again. Ain't no question who the hardest is, the largest. Paying nothing that's supporting him, the Darwinist. Going 8 more, a very shape. Don't negate bars, spits harder than a sporting limb. 3rd degree burns for the Charles Arden gargling. Thomas Hearns couldn't haggle with the marvelous. Living learner, so my knowledge is bionic. Shit is born so sharp, it's like I hit him with a sonic whip. An analog couldn't toggle through my monologue. I'll evolve from a monolithic block of wall. The result is my consciousness move beyond laughing high, if you're trying to fit in with the stars.
Capitalist experiment has failed. Working people unite or perish. We are our only hope.
Asiago Romano cheeses. So I thank you for sticking around and drinking beers and, you know, being you. You're great. You're great too, you out there.
Expect any politicians to stand up for us. We think that we need to stand up for each other as a community. And the only way to do that is if we continue to organize, if we continue to hold events like this. I said it earlier tonight, and I'll say it again. We don't see any separation between cultural events, art, literature, poetry, music, and political organizing. Every single effective political organization or movement that's ever existed has been inherently tied to cultural movements, artistic movements, poets, literature, music. This is absolutely important to what we're doing. Well, first of all, I met this cat 18 years ago. We were in the United States Marine Corps together. We were in the same platoon. We went to war. We figured out that the war was fucked up. For some of us, it takes going there to figure that out. For some of you who are smarter than us, you didn't have to go. So, you know, we met each other over there. We went through these experiences. We came home. We started to organize with Iraq Veterans Against the War, Veterans for Peace. We've had an opportunity to work with cultural and political movements who've been fighting against the worst of what this country's done, from the wars to racism, poverty, sexism, all the rest. We've had a great opportunity to work with movements around the world. And one of the things we've seen around the world that is absolutely essential to building good communities, to building cultural movements, to building decent societies, is community spaces where people can come who don't have any money, who don't want to purchase anything. You are welcome in this space no matter what. You don't have to be a certain color, certain creed, certain amount of money. We have this space for the poor and working class people who are the vast majority of Northwest Indiana and Michigan City. That's who this space is for. From Jerry Crisler, to Don Red Rah Thomas, to Marcel, to Blastcap, to Chris Gomez, to the South Shore Standard, to You're Dead. All of the groups who are here tonight, they've done this on their own. This is volunteer time. Okay, so let's give a round of applause for them. So I always get the opportunity to rap on the microphone. That's sort of my job. Sergio, behind the scenes, makes sure everything in this space is happening, from the paperwork. We just received our nonprofit status at the state level. We're waiting for our nonprofit status at the federal level. Once that happens, that will allow us all kinds of opportunities, including financial opportunities, to expand this space, expand programming, start to pay the artists and musicians and poets who come into this space to perform, because we think that artists should be paid for the work that they do, because it's invaluable work. And Sergio has been absolutely essential in sort of the driving force in making sure that all of the behind the scenes work that make these events happen, that allow this space to stay open, that is solely on this guy. So without further ado.
It's been 2 years. Statistically, in 2 years, 50% of all businesses, and when I say businesses, not through making money, but providing services, essential services. 50% of all businesses go out of business their first 2 years. For me, when I think about that, it reinforces the fact that we need these spaces to provide the necessity that we don't have in our communities. Through economic, political, and social institutions don't want us to come together. This is not power. Power is right there. Like you guys coming in together in this one space. And the only way we can move forward if we get together. Yeah, feel uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable around people that you've never been around. Be uncomfortable. Because that actually opens up your world. It opens up your fucking mind. Anyways, thank you for all the performers. Fucking awesome. Thank you for all the volunteers. Amazing. People who donate. People who come here. Fucking, let's get this shit rolling and let's fix our city. Let's fix this region. Let's fix the world because we're facing some serious shit. And the only way we can get through it, instead of killing each other, is by coming into spaces, coming together, finding a mutual language. So thank you guys so much. It's fucking amazing.